Good to see everybody. We're dedicated by the Fisher family, Lila Nishmas Basya Basra, Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Pel Bas Ruvain, Lila Nishmas David ben Chaim, Rufush Shalem for Yomis Mechai Soschus, Avram ben Yom Benish ben Malkiudis and family, for Yo Klugman and family, Rufush Shalem for Moshe Meir ben Esther Fadel, and for Meir ben Chaya Sarah. We are in the 9th parak of Basra. We're up to Mishna Gimel. Now here's an interesting situation. If let's say somebody died, Chatzkel died, and he left adult children and minor children. The adult children wanted to make, some improvements and investments, but they didn't divide the estate. They took the general money of the estate. If they made investments with the general money of the estate, so then automatically the investments are shared by all the children, the minor children also. However, if they said, we're investing, but we're investing our portion. Im amru see, our father left money. We're going to invest, and we want to keep the profits. They didn't use all the money, so then that they could do. They keep then the improvement for themselves. Now, the Mishnah then talks about an unusual case. What happened was, Reuben and Shimon were brothers, and Shimon had 3 daughters. Shimon had 3 daughters. Reuven, one of the daughters, was Dinah. Right? This week's parasha. Right? One of the daughters was Dinah. Reuven married his niece. You can marry a niece. So Reuven married Dinah. Okay. Shimon died. And now Reuven died. The only heirs to Reuven died without any children. So who are the closest heirs? His 3 nieces. Because he didn't have any children. He didn't have a father. So his closest relatives are his 3 nieces. One of those nieces was his wife, because he married his niece. So there's 2 daughters inheriting, plus his wife, who's one of the daughters. So ha'isha sheishbicha and the if she went ahead and made improvements, so she made investments, the other 2 girls are young, so the din is hishbicha la'emtza. The investments are shared by the whole estate. But again, she could say, I'm only making the investment for myself. If she said, Im amra ru'uma shenichali bali, look what my husband left me, I'm one of the heirs, right? I'm investing my part for myself. Then then she keeps the investment for herself. Now, here's what happened. Yaakov died. He left 3 children, Reuven, Shimon, and Levi. The money is in the estate. So Achin HaShutafin, Shenafal Echad Mehem L'Umanos. The name of the family is the Herzko family. Now, sometimes the king awards to a family the right to collect taxes for a month or 2. And that's a very big plum. Because when you get the right, you get to have a piece of the action. So here, the Herzko family was awarded the right to collect tax. And one of the brothers, let's say Shimon, he went ahead and did the job. So nafal emtza, the money is shared by the whole estate, because it didn't go specifically to Shimon. It was awarded to one of the members of the Herzko family. And since the estate has not been divided yet, so they share in that, kickback that they get from the taxes. Chala. If one of the boys, Reuven, Shimon, or Levi, got sick, the Gemara elaborates, he got sick because of his negligence. The Gemara says, Hakol b'dei shemayim chutz mitzinim opachim. He went outside without a coat, He got a chill, he got fever, he got pneumonia, and he had to get medical attention. Then Nisrapa Mishal Atzmai, Chalav Nisrapa, he needed to spend money for his medical expenses. Then Nisrapa Mishal Atzmai, it has to come from his portion. Why? Because it was his negligence. Since it was his negligence, it has to come from his portion. Now, this next part is something that we can't relate to. We don't have this anymore. But there used to be a custom that, let's say, a friend of mine got married. I could be his shushbin, his best man. And I bring gifts, and I stay with him during the chasana and the seven days, and I bring him gifts throughout the time. And the expectation, this was a monetary expectation, is then when I get married, he's going to do the same for me. That's called shushbinas. Now in this case, Yaakov, the Tata, has children, and he supplied shushbin gifts. So he sent, let's say, his son Ruvain to be a shushbin for Chatzkel, and provided the gifts. Then Yaakov died. And now, when Ruvain gets married, Chatzkel returns to him the gifts. But since the father supplied these gifts, so now when Chatzkel returns the gifts to Ruvain, it doesn't go exclusively to Ruvain, but it goes to the whole estate. Because since the father supplied the gifts, and now the whole estate inherits for the father, so let's see it inside. They were shushbins during the lifetime of their father. The father gave them the gifts, so they could serve as a shushbin for, let's say, the chas and chatzkel. Chazur shushbinas, now the father died, Reuben gets married, and Chatzkel returns the gifts. When Reuben gets married, so you'll say it goes to Reuben. No, it doesn't go to Reuben. Because since it was father supplied it, so now it goes to the estate in general. Chazor la'emtza, it goes to the estate, because that's considered like a debt. The din is that you could demand the shushbinas back in court. Shushbinas nigvis bebezdin. It's collected in bezdin. It's a collectible debt. But this is not an official shushbinas. Just the father, Chatzkel, when his son Ruvain went to Chatzkel's wedding, the father sent with him to Chatzkel pitchers of wine and oil. It was a gift. A gift is not due back. It's not, well, you gave to me, I'm going to have to give to you. That's a nigvus bebezna. So then, when Reuben gets married, he can't demand from Chatzkel, give me pitchers of wine and pitchers of oil. So since that's not collectible to a debt, if Chatzkel does give it to Reuven after the father died, then it goes only to Reuven. Why? That's just a kindness. That's a gift. A gift is not demanded in return, and since it's not demanded in return, therefore it's not expected to come back into the estate, but rather if Chatzkel does give it to Reuven when he gets married, it goes to Reuven himself and not to the general estate. Rabbi said tonight, it's my plan, with the help of Hashem, I should have the strength, that there'll be a daf on the Zoom, my recording. I'm not strong enough yet to give the daf, but after the daf, which I imagine will be about 8:45, 10:50, I'll do the Chumash here live down here, downstairs. So around 10:50, I'll come down and do the Chumash here. So everybody is invited to that. Reb Chanani ben